Teresa here with Classy in Color, and today I want to show you a really basic foundation routine using SeneGence's MakeSense Foundation. I have a couple of other products here that I'm going to put on as well, but they're optional. I'm going to start out with the Silk product, which can be used as a primer. This is really great for helping your makeup stay on a little bit longer every day. It also fills in your pores and any little wrinkles that you may have, so it gives you an overall smoother appearance. The way that I put this on is I just put about a squirt onto my hand and I just apply it with my fingers. Some people like to apply this with a sponge. Some people like to apply it with a brush. But me, I just kind of use my fingers. It's really easy. It doesn't take much. One squirt is enough for my entire face. And then I wait for about 5 minutes or so after I put it on to make sure that it's really dry before I put on my foundation. And it works like a charm as a primer. So there's that. Let me pause for a minute and let's wait for this to dry. Alright, the silk has dried on my face and now I'm ready for the next step in my personal foundation routine. Again, this step is optional. I like to use the Color Correcting Tinted Moisturizer. It gives a little extra SPF protection and a little bit of extra coverage as well, but it's not necessary. Again, I just squirt a squirt onto my hand, and I also use my fingers for this one because it's a lot like a lotion and it goes on really easy and really thin, and it'll give just a little bit of coverage. And actually, if you want to, you can stop after this point. It will give you a little bit of color correction. It'll take away a little bit of the redness in your face and give you a little bit of an more even tone than usual. Get the rest of it off there and rub that in. And again, I'm going to give this a couple more minutes to dry all the way, and then I'll be ready to put on my foundation. So I'll be right back. Alright, the tinted moisturizer has soaked into my face and I'm ready to go with my foundation. Now, a lot of ladies like to mix a little bit of foundation with the Pearlizer product, but I'm not going to do that today. But I will explain that the Pearlizer adds a little bit of an extra glow to your foundation and just a little hint of a sparkle. It looks really beautiful and natural, but it's not required to use the foundation. So for the foundation, I again put a little bit on my hand here, just one squirt's worth or so. I do find that I usually use a little bit more than a squirt, but a lot of ladies only use a single squirt for this. I'm using a Real Techniques Stippling Brush to apply this. The Real Techniques Expert Face Brush also applies foundation really, really well. You can use a beauty blender or even just your fingers if you want. I like this because it doesn't use as much product, and I want to make my product last as long as possible. So I'm just going to take this and kind of dip it in here a little bit and pat it into my face. And I'm going to do that on both sides. And then I'm going to put a little bit up here, a little bit down my nose, and a little bit on my chin, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out so that it's nice and even across my whole face. Now when you apply this, it does go on with kind of almost like a little bit of a yellow tint, but after about 30 seconds or so, it'll adjust and it'll look like normal skin tone. So just give it a little bit of patience. It doesn't actually stay yellow because that would look awful. But these are color correcting. The foundations can adjust up or down 3 shades of skin, and that's what you're seeing when you put it on and that happens. So here we have it, all blended in, and that's it. my foundation is done for the day. I'm ready to put on eyeshadow, I'm ready to put on blush, and all of my other things. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.